pollination is the transfer of pollen onto a mature stigma. 3 examples of pollination in Australian plants are wattle, which uses wind to disperse its pollen. Wattle has adapted to produce large quantities of pollen, so it has a high chance of landing on another flower. Bottlebrush, on the other hand, uses birds as its method of pollination, and therefore adapted itself to have bright red flowers that attract birds. Birds come to the flower for nectar, and the pollen is attached to their bodies. Melaleuca uses bats as its method of pollination, and has adapted itself to have a strong smell, thick nectar, and dull flowers. Seed dispersal is the spreading of seeds away from the parent plant. Some examples of seed dispersal in Australian plants are feather spear grass. It uses wind as its method of dispersal and has adapted itself to have seeds attached to fine hairs which float in the breeze. Sheepsbur instead uses a different method of seed dispersal, animals. It has adapted itself to have hooks that attach to the fur of animals and are carried over large distances. Another example of seed dispersal is with canna seeds. Canna seeds disperse using the method of gravity and have adapted themselves with a soft shell, so when they land, they scatter seeds everywhere. Oxalis seeds use force as their method of seed dispersal. They are covered by an elastic coating. When this dries out, it splits suddenly, shooting the individual seeds out of the pod. Mangroves are the final example of dispersion, and they use the method of water. Their seeds are unusual in that they can begin germination while still on the parent plant, and they drop into the ocean when about a foot long. These sticks float upright in the sea, waiting to be flung onto the beach to continue germinating. The final method is regeneration, which is a process in which organisms grow back body parts that have been removed or lost. In some cases, it can be a form of asexual reproduction if the broken body part grows to form a new organism. Banksia regenerates after bushfires by growing epicormic buds which sprout from under its bark.